What's going on, pre-PT Nation, pre-PT fam? This is Dr. Sean Brewer, Physical Therapy Application Coach, where pre-PT equals DPT. Today, I wanted to make a video talking about why I really don't like the 2020-2021 PTCAS essay prompt. And the reason being, I'm going to read the prompt with you, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about some background behind why it is that I don't like it very much. But it has to do with the fact that a lot of applicants are commonly confusing what they actually want included in this essay. Okay, so the prompt itself says, every person has a story that has led them to a career. Since there are a variety of health professions that help others, please go beyond your initial interaction or experiences with physical therapy and share the deeper story that has confirmed your decision to specifically pursue physical therapy as your career. So, long prompt in and of itself, which I don't like long prompts. I don't like wordy prompts. I want you to be direct, be focused, and give what's the actual thing you're asking for in this prompt. So, one of the first things that it says is please go beyond your initial interactions or experiences with physical therapy and share the deeper story, right? It says that a little bit later. It's almost like they've created this moth to the flames type of an invitation. It's like a trap almost, because so many applicants right now, the individuals that I'm working with, are writing about their initial experiences or encounters with physical therapy. Because it's mentioned in the prompt, and so that must be what they want to share. But it says, please go beyond that, aka don't share that with us. We don't want to hear about that, because so many applicants talk about when they tore their ACL in high school and then they went to PT and that's how they decided they wanted to become a physical therapist. Or they went and they shadowed one time at a neuro unit, and someone who had a lower level spinal cord injury walked for the first time in months after being in a wheelchair, right? And they're like, wow, this is amazing, right? I'm going to give you a little bit of an analogy to help you see the difference between the initial interaction or experiences and sharing the deeper story, okay? So if you are romantically interested in someone, in the early stages of that relationship, that person can do no wrong. You are infatuated with them. Everything they do is amazing. Everything they say, what they wear, how they look, everything is amazing about them, right? These initial experiences that you have with PT, where you either had a successful rehab story or you had an amazing shadowing experience, these are infatuation experiences where you see the field with rose-colored glasses and you think that everything about it is amazing, right? And then the deeper story is like a relationship or a marriage that has been going on for years. So let's say 3, 5, 10, 20, 30 plus years of being in a relationship with someone. That infatuation starts to wear off. And it's not that you don't love them, but you start to see them a little bit more as they really are, right? You see that they're a human being who makes mistakes and who has faults, right? Because we all do. And then from there, you start to deepen and mature your relationship, and it becomes anchored to something else besides infatuation, right? And that's different for everybody. But that is what they're looking for. You are essentially going to be marrying yourself to this profession, because most of us will be working in it for 10, 20, 30, maybe even 40 plus years, right? And that is a major time commitment. So you have to ask yourself, like, what they're looking for is, have you done your homework? Have you vetted this profession? Have you done your research while you're dating this profession before you commit to it? Because jumping into PT school is kind of like your engagement, right? And then once you get your license, you're married, you're in. And you can always get out, right? Kind of a thing like that. But this is a commitment, and they want to know why you want to go into this profession. So many applicants that I'm working with, again, they're sharing those initial experiences. And that's why I don't like this prompt, because whatever details you share in an essay prompt, even if you say don't talk about this, that's what people focus on. And so I don't think PTCAS or the APTA meant to intentionally do this, but so many applicants, I feel like, are becoming confused with what they need to share because they talk about the initial interaction or experiences with PT. And now that I feel like that's probably the most constant criticism I'm giving of essays when I get first drafts is I'm looking at them and I'm saying, you're doing exactly what it says not to do in the prompt. And that's a problem because they want you to go deeper, as it says in the prompt. So I can understand what PTCAS and the APTA were trying to do with this prompt. I don't like it though because it is so wordy and nuanced and can be confusing for applicants. And if you find yourself at this point in time, whether it's your PTCAS or other application essays, if you find yourself confused with where to go with your application essays, send me a DM or email me and let's talk about options for what we can do to help get you set up with some of my coaching services to help with your essays, right? I've had a lot of applicants send me DMs and they've asked me about different aspects of their essay. Should I share this story? Should I talk about this experience? Should I mention these strengths about myself? And, they send me an isolated message that doesn't have the context of the entire essay, and I say, yeah, sure, that sounds good to me. But then we run into the issues of that's not really helping you with your essay. The process that I have here at Physical Therapy Application Coach is the most thorough that I know of to screen your essay to help you find the core or central messages that you want to share, to anchor those messages to strengths that you have as an applicant, and then further tie those strengths to stories that we can share. And that's the process. That's what we go through. It's a very simple and easy to understand process, but getting there is difficult. It takes some self-reflection and some time to figure out what those things actually are. I was thinking about this the other day, and there's some applicants that are like, I'm a great writer. I feel confident with what I've written. I literally have never reviewed an essay that I can't improve in some way. There's always a way to make it better. And for some people, that improvement is minimal. But if you're on the fence and you're like, okay, I've written my essay, but I'm not really sure if this is good enough, let's talk about it. Let's do an edit. Let's figure out if we can make this thing better, to clarify your message, to make you look that much better as an applicant. Okay? So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. Again, please don't just share your infatuation stories with PT. You got to talk about those deeper experiences as your relationship has matured and how you've really confirmed that this is actually what you want to do for your career, right? And if you have issues or concerns with this, let's talk. Send me a DM, send me an email. Let's discuss what we can do to help you out and transform you from a pre-PT into a DPT. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day and enjoy the start of your weekend as well. Take care. Bye.